Garfield on the Town is a Garfield short from 1983. It's directed by Phil Roman and written by Jim Davis and Lorenzo Music. And we have Garfield voiced, of course, by Lorenzo Music. We also, excitingly for me, have the wonderful George Wendt voicing a couple of different characters, including Ràoul and one of the members of the Claws. And I'll talk about the Claws in a moment. Garfield ends up getting lost downtown and he meets these cats who are called the Claws. And then he ends up meeting his family and where he was born. And we get a little look at what Garfield's family is like. And there are some very interesting members of his family. I won't go into any real detail about them, as I don't want to spoil what his family members are like, as it's certainly very fascinating. And I enjoyed learning more about Garfield's relatives. And of course, Garfield now has to deal with mixed emotions about his newfound, long lost family, I guess, while also wondering about returning home and going back to John and Odie. And it's a really lovely story. The whole thing is about half an hour, 25, 30 minutes. And it's the perfect length of time to tell this story. And I really enjoyed it. I'm not a huge fan of Garfield, so I haven't seen many Garfield cartoons, so I can't really compare it. But certainly with what I've seen, I really liked it. The animation quality is really good, and I particularly liked the designs of all of the different cats because all of the cats look slightly different. Garfield is definitely the chunkiest cat with his cushy life indoors with John and Odie compared to the other cats. So I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was a great story, great narrative development, and Garfield was, of course, really good fun. If you're a Garfield fan, I think it's something that's worth checking out. If you're a casual Garfield fan like me, by which I mean I watch one Garfield thing maybe once every 2 months, possibly, something like that. And being a casual Garfield viewer, I really liked it. Of course, I'd love to know what you think of it if you're a big Garfield fan. How does it compare to a lot of the others? It is my plan to watch every Garfield short film, but it's probably going to take me quite a bit of time. But with George Wendt voicing in this, I thought it's time for me to give this one a watch, and I'm pleased I did. Even if George Wendt wasn't voicing, I still would have enjoyed it. It's a nice story. Garfield was really great in this, and as I said, I loved all of the different designs of the cats. Very creative, very fun, a little bit moving at times, and definitely one I'm happy to recommend.